Online Learning by Arianna Rios. Hello, my name is Arianna Rios. Today, my final speech will be about online school and how it has affected many students' education and lives. In the beginning of March, we would have never thought that we would be learning online. Our world has been going through a terrible time due to a sickness called coronavirus, also known as COVID-19. This virus has caused many difficulties in lives from students to parents to children. We were forced to go into quarantine and start learning from our homes. Online learning has been tough for many peers. One of the reasons of this is caused by COVID-19. We had to transition from in-person learning and engaging with our peers to now learning through electronic devices and not being able to get the communication we need in order to succeed. This has put a lot of pressure on many people because they are not sure when they will be going back to school and interacting with others. Due to the fact that we are not having in-person learning, faculty had to quickly come up with a plan so that their students were able to get the content they needed in order to complete their work. Many were not sure how to use our technology today, and some had to switch all of their material from paper to online so that everyone is accessible to it. Another reason online learning has been tough is caused by lack of motivation/dedication. Many students feel like online learning is much harder than in person, and there are many reasons to back up their claims. One being that it's much harder to stay on task and keep track of the work due to teachers and professors not being communicative enough. Students feel as if they're being held more accountable for their studies and successes more than the ones teaching them. As a college student, I too can relate to this claim because many professors are not really teaching their content. We are expected to get work done by a deadline without having a proper lesson. Many students have to work, take care of their families, and personal life while being in school, and they don't feel like they're having some compassion, especially for what's happening in our world today. Students are struggling with mental health as well. They are feeling like they do not have the support they need in order to get through life, making them feel lonely. Online learning has made it difficult for students to stay focused. Online learning has also had a major impact on learning resources. There are many families that do not have enough electronic devices to share among each other, making it difficult for many to do their work and study because they all have to share. Many students also do not have internet access to do their work. There is also a problem with students sharing space with family. This makes it difficult to study and listen to lessons because they are not given a quiet, comfortable space for them to succeed. These reasons make it difficult for them to get their work done because without having the proper resources and study space, it's hard for them to stay focused and want to do their work. In the article, Students Are Lonely, What Happens When Coronavirus Forces Schools Online by Stephen Nunu talks about the difficulties students face while online learning. One of them is feeling a sense of loneliness. Some schools are reaching out to students to ask them how they are feeling during this time. This is a great way to interact with students and talk to them to find out how they can improve their studies and feel like they have a peer who cares for their well-being. Faculty can figure out ways to communicate and interact with their students during class or outside of class to see how students are feeling about their work as well as personal life. By asking someone a simple, "How are you feeling today?" can make someone feel heard and wanted. Many of us are going through a tough time right now, and it will be nice to feel like if we had each other, even if we cannot be together right now. In conclusion, online learning has caused many difficulties in students' lives. There are many reasons as to why students feel like online learning isn't the best fit for them right now. But unfortunately, this is something we all have to go through due to COVID-19. There isn't a set date as to when we can all interact and have in-person learning, but we must stand strong and get through this together, one step at a time. Students deserve to have the same education as if it were in person. Campuses should loan out their computers to their students who do not have one at home to make it easier for them to get work done. This is a simple resolution to lack of resources. Faculty can ask students how they're feeling during this time and figure out ways they can improve their lives/studies. This is a simple way to limit the feeling of loneliness. Thank you for listening to my speech.